Greetings, salutations, accolades, and blessings. I'm Deirdra Mobley here with my wonderful, amazingly beautiful, talented, Holy Spirit led husband, Johnnie Mobley Jr. Y'all give it up for my husband.
It really sound like we about to have a Bible study. That would sound like we about to have a Bible
Y'all. Why does this microphone seem like it's all in my face?
All right, let's get started. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Moments with the Mobleys. I am your man, Johnnie Mobley Jr.
I'm his wife, Deirdra Mobley.
And we something like an ordinary couple.
With extraordinary purpose.
Firesiders, we apologize. We supposed to be on here 6:45. I don't remember. We had some
technical difficulties.
But we on. So thank everybody for who's watching on Fireside.
Greetings, salutations, accolades, blessings, and all of that.
Patrons.
All of that.
What's good?
Hey, patrons.
I don't know.
What's that, baby?
I don't know.
You all right?
I'm all right now. I was a little flustered, but I'm all right.
That's okay. We're gonna start getting on Fireside at about 6:15. That way we'll make sure.
We're trying to say that by the time
6:45
get here, I have it.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you have it. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody had an amazing Father's Day. All the fathers out there. Did you have a great day, baby?
I did.
You did?
I got a chance to chill with you. I don't think we watched no movies because you ain't get home to about 4:35, but it's all good. You did finish All American.
I got home at 3-something.
It felt like 5, 6.
You missed me?
I did.
I made you an amazing dinner. Did I not?
You did.
You gonna tell the people what I made you?
She made me some lamb chops and shrimp.
Lamb chopped loins.
Lamb chopped loins and shrimp and
sauteed shrimps.
Why don't you tell them then?
Okay.
I guess I ain't got the details right, so that's why you keep correcting me.
Go ahead. I'm a hush. I'm a hush.
Go ahead.
I'm a hush.
Say it.
Okay, so this was my first time making lamb chopped loins. I had these extra large shrimps, and so I sauteed those. But it was amazing. It really was. The lamb chops were really nice and medium well, maybe like a medium well. It was really nice.
They were. And
I just kept it low key because, of course, we didn't want any starches, and so I just did we did a Caesar salad, and so the flavor was really nice on those lamb chop loins. So. Brittany told me that she's going to tell me about this marinade that I can get to put on them the next time.
With Brittany? Our daughter?
Yes, sir.
You got a lot of Brittany's in your life.
Yeah, you're right. Brittany, our daughter, said that she was going to do that. So, yeah.
Say that statement again.
Brittany, our daughter, she said she was going to do that. So.
Why? What's going on? You feel sexy? You feel sexy?
What you mean?
You sexy. I'm just saying, you talking like you feel sexy.
Because I said Brittany, our daughter?
You got them glasses on, make you look sexy.
You can get it. What you say? What that? Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Sorry, what?
You know what, Johnny? You know what I realized this morning as I was leaving for work?
What?
That the way I felt when I pulled off this morning was as if we were newlyweds.
Did you?
Yeah, and I was leaving you after the honeymoon to go to work.
Aww.
You waved me like real sexy.
Did I?
You did. You were standing at the door.
How I waved?
You was freshly washed from the gym.
And how did I wave?
You was leaning on the door, and you had it open a little bit. And I said, I'll see you later. And you was like, I was like, boy, you going to make me come back in the house and be late to work.
You know what?
You crazy.
All right.
Okay.
So, today, y'all, we are... Oh, Lord, I got a smudge on my glasses.
Okay, so I'm going to take it over because I don't have a smudge on my glasses. For those of you that don't know if you care, I've worn contacts for glasses and contacts since I was in the I'm just saying this as I clean his glasses. I wore contacts and glasses since I was in, I want to say sixth grade, sixth or seventh grade. Um, so that's a very long time. And so I'm going to, y'all like these glasses? Tell me what y'all think. Because I'm thinking about getting some medicine put in them so I can give my eyes a break for a while. So yeah, but so tonight we're talking about y'all. We got some questions, and I think let me tell y'all this as I'm still cleaning these glasses. I think low key that Allison be paying people to write us these crazy behind questions that she be sending us y'all, because when I tell y'all these questions are tailor made for the Mobleys.
I be thinking it'd be Allison. Allison probably be going in her dome and be like,
listen, I wanted y'all to know that we gonna put this disclaimer right here at the beginning of this episode. We are not responsible for what we about to say.
No, we got to be responsible. What that mean? What you? That
we are not responsible.
That's not true. We are responsible for what we gonna say because the people, our listeners who are actually asking us questions, they trust our
okay. Well, let me say it a different way. I know I'm
on
just
the
playing.
Situation. How you gonna talk about we not?
I'm just playing. What I was going to say is
this finna be the moments with the Mobley.
You about to put me out. I didn't mean it like that. What I mean by it is like, y'all, like women.
Thank y'all for being so honest,
right? And sending the questions in.
Clear.
I just want to say that we as women, we needed to have a meeting. We need to have a true meeting.
She talking about one of the questions,
right? I am. That's what I was meaning by that. Don't take that we about to be reckless, because y'all know that's not even who we are. However, the people used to have the camp meetings. We gonna have us a women's meeting.
However, is like a but. So you say something and then you say but. That just negates everything you say.
We as women need to have a meeting. Period.
All right.
Okay.
You all right? What you got?
I'm all right. White grape peach juice. Man, don't put your nose on my straw.
I'm just trying to see what you got.
You could drop one of them gray boogers you got up in there. Oh, that was good. Oh, sorry.
I didn't think that was funny.
You didn't think that was funny?
I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, you feel some type of way? Because you snatched. I hope that smudge still on it. That's why you drop your phone. Okay. All right. So here we go. What you say? Am I going to be petty, Paula?
So anyway, tonight is going to be the night that we're doing
questions. We're ready to go, too.
Anybody who have a question out there, a marriage question, for us that would like our opinion on it, you can send it to www.momentswiththemobleys.com, or you can, that's the website, so you can go on there. Can they send it on the website?
Mm-hmm.
You showed it.
You said you could.
Go to www.momentswiththemobleys.com
or
momentswiththemobleys@gmail.com.
Yes.
That's our email. So either one of those, and you can send the question in. We'll get the question, and the next time we do this, your question can possibly be said and answered.
Yeah.
On the podcast.
And so again, I apologize for that disclaimer that we're not responsible.
We are responsible.
I know we are
responsible. These people would not be sending us no questions.
Baby, don't take it so seriously. I didn't mean it like that.
Well,
what I meant by is that some of these questions you have to be like, sis, what were you thinking about?
Come on to read it.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready. Okay, so the first one says, excuse me. Moments with the Mobleys. My marriage is in shambles and I need some serious advice. I've already signed up for marriage counseling, but our session isn't until next week. I'll try to make this short and sweet. My husband and I have been married for 20 years. We've always been a great team. We have joint accounts and typically make decisions together. My husband is also very stubborn and hates to be wrong. So recently we came into some money. $94,000 was the exact amount of the monies that they came into, right? And so it says her husband decided that he was going to invest all the money. She had no say-so whatsoever. the wife, the young lady who wrote this into us, begged him to let her help him and slow down and just think about the best way that they could grow their money together. He blew up, decided since he's the head of the house that he didn't have to listen to her at all. So next, he lost all the money in the stock market. He didn't come clean and tell his wife at first. He basically kept asking to see the account, and then that's when he finally confessed that he had lost all the money.
All the money mean all the $94,000.
The whole $94,000. It looks like is what she just said in this letter. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Y'all with us? Okay. Then he didn't tell her at first. She basically kept asking to see the account. He confessed. So he then gave her this long speech about how he can make it right. He's learned from his mistakes. She says he basically forces her to take $20,000 from her credit cards. He lost the $20,000. He then forces her to take out a personal loan, she says, for $27,000. He lost that money as well. He then forces her to take out another personal loan for $16,000. So there's $94,000 that they came into that he invested in and lost it. She said he forced her to get a loan. I mean, the $20,000 from the credit cards. That's the second lump sum. They lost that. Then he asked her. He forced her to get a personal loan for $27,000. And then, last but not least, he lost that money as well, and then forces her to take out another personal loan for $16,000. You with me? Oh, you left? Okay.
I'm here.
All right.
I don't understand the word force.
Okay.
That's what I need to know.
Maybe I should have said that disclaimer. I'm not responsible for what I'm saying. Okay, so each time she begged him not to do it. Of course, he lost the $16,000. This man has lost $161,000 in the stock market. He has yet to offer up a decent apology and told me yesterday that I'm being distant.
Distant?
I can't stand. Hush now, because you done told me. You done told. I was trying to tell the people.
Yeah, distant.
That we are not. We can't. What we about to say?
You better be glad you ain't woke up and was missing some limbs.
It says, I can't stand to be in the same house with him because every time I look at him, I am disgusted. I just think about how he stole that money from our kids' future and how if he would have let me be involved with the money, I could have built generational wealth for our family. I really don't know where to go from here. We were given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and he completely fumbled it. I want to move forward, but this whole ordeal is weighing so heavy. You got it.
Yeah, sis. First of all, I need to know what this force. I need to know
Was there a gun?
What this force.
A pistol of some sort, a knife.
I don't know. From a
jackhammer.
Point, was he physically forcing you to do it, or manipulating you? It's not a leadership. He's head of household. Head of household means you lead your family. Leadership means you do stuff and then you show your family, your wife and your kids how to do stuff, and then y'all create a system to where y'all work basically as one in different areas. That takes teaching. That takes direction. He sounds like a dictator. If he forcing you to do stuff and he never put his hands on you and you actually did it, then yeah, he manipulated you. That's some type of, got to be some type of abuse. I don't understand the word force. I'm gonna give you my phone. I need you to call me. I don't understand that word. What you mean force?
Well,
I need to know
give
that
her your phone number.
because I need to know how he forced you. And then at the end of your question, ma'am, you said he has completely fumbled our kids' future. Babe, you had a part in that because he could that first $94,000.
You say, babe. You feel passionate about it?
That first $94,000.
Now that's a mistake.
I got you. That's a mistake.
First
of all, if we got $94,000, you might be getting like 5,000 of that. Do what you need to do let me see how you work, what you working with in the stock market.
Put the
whole 94,
thing.
bro. And then you come back and then you get your wife to get more money.
3 more times, Johnny.
Yeah.
3 more times.
Sweetie, you had a part in that. Unless we missing something, the forced part concerns me because I'm not positive of what that actually means.
Because she basically said that he forced her all 3 times.
Forces
her to take the $20K from the credit cards. Force her to take the personal loan for $27,000. Force her to take another loan for $16,000. And again, please don't take this as that we don't care or we're not concerned. But maybe we just need a little more to this story, because what does force mean? Was there a threat?
Yeah.
Are you afraid of him? Because to do the same thing that you've done one time, 3 more times, and you expected to get a different outcome, what's the meaning of insanity, baby?
I don't think that's insanity though. My concern is the force.
No, I don't
saying
understand.
On the
part, they say insanity is when you do the same thing over and over again, but you expecting a different result. I'm talking about on his part.
Yeah.
He was trying to get a different result, but you kept investing in the same stock market that you had just lost $94,000. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We would have been.
There's a lot of gaps in this. Like I said, the 94, yeah, he wouldn't have got all that.
So where does she go from here?
He wouldn't have got all that. Your husband has dictation issues and problems. He is he's not a leader. He is a dictator, which means he tell you what to do and you do it, basically. So I'm sure if he telling you, he telling them kids. So he just walking around the house, stomping his feet, hollering, telling y'all to do stuff. Do he got a job? It's a lot of stuff.
Because it says, okay, they came in to 94,000, and then the 3 times after that, he forced you to go get these loans or take it off your credit cards. That make me think like, is he employed or is his credit jacked up?
But that's the part. After she did this 3 other times, so the psychology part of this, the cognitive thinking of this, to me, is that he is a bully over her, because it's no way a human being that you're married to that live in the same house with children getting $94,000. First of all, like I said, you wouldn't have got the whole 94. Period. You would have got what you got. Let me see what you're working with. Then we'd have went from there. But let's say we give you the whole 94 and you blow it. But then
We're
you come
not going
back,
to borrow nothing.
That don't sound like stock market.
So
that sounds like gambling to me.
So listen,
I'm
baby.
just selling you.
It says, but in the first part of the question, it says, we've always been a great team. They have joint accounts, typically make decisions together. So what changed in y'all making the decisions together to now him blowing the 94 that y'all,
something is more important out there.
Was blessed with, and then y'all got 3 loans after that, and he invested it. Yeah, you might need to check deeper into that, because there could be some type of gambling issue
this
or
could
whatever.
Be a lot of different things.
Yeah,
a lot of different things, and I'm not.
We just try to look at it from different perspectives.
But from what you gave me, you need to take a step back. From what you gave us, you need to take a step back and rethink this, because your man is absolutely reckless with money.
Yeah.
Period. I'm not sure what else. If he's reckless with money, he probably reckless with some other stuff from the sound of this. But he is reckless with money. So you don't need to put another quarter in his hand.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
It just don't need to happen. And like I said, the truth is, the honest truth is, you had something to do with this because you gave it to him.
Yeah. And I want to say, unless he was threatening like physical harm to do it, then you enabled him to do all of these transactions that led to this complete amount of money of $161,000 in the stock market. And you had to ask him to see the account, and then he finally confessed that he lost it. So have you seen like any of the paperwork that has anything to do with him investing it?
Stock market. And I know cats who do stock market and they get a little crazy with it. So
Yeah, it very well could
investing,
be, but
you know, it's a lot. It's a lot to go into.
I'm sorry.
So, but 94,000 though, the whole and then
baby,
a total
the
of
end was
161. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that we may have. Look, T would have been like, why did you all divorce? It was irreconcilable differences.
Yeah, that's
and I'm not trying to make light of it, but
that's
like
bigger.
that's a lot.
That's something bigger.
So she says, I want to move forward, but this whole ordeal is weighing so heavy.
It should.
Yeah, if you are not.
It should. If that ain't a red flag, that's a red.
It's burnt down.
Yeah,
it ain't
it's just a bomb.
My thing is this: if there was no, I guess I want to say like immediate danger to you, and you did these things, there's something underlying, as we always say. You know, why? You know, did you give it to him? Were you afraid of him? Were you? You know, some people are in relationships where they're scared to express themselves. You know, as you know, being a woman, I know it, but if that's the case, then there needs to be, y'all need to go, and if you want to move forward with him, let me put it like that. Of course it feels different because he's betrayed your trust and you don't trust him when it comes to money at this point.
And this ain't the first, this don't sound like this the first time this happened.
Well, it happened.
And I ain't talking about with money. I'm saying that, but I'm not saying with money, but it's something else in another area to where he did something and you trusted him and he just blew it. He probably got some wins, but he just blew it. But you, as a man, as a leader of my household, if I got that much money, it would be nothing in the world will make me blow the entire $94,000. Nothing.
Yeah, like you said,
Absolutely
maybe us even trying to explain that is water under the bridge.
But then the credit cards, you got interest rates out of the yin yang. You finna pay back for that. You got 20, you finna pay back 120 probably. It's just bad financial choices. Choices. So this is gonna be hard. The loans, I'm assuming the 94 was a gift, so you didn't have to get that back.
They came into some money.
Yeah, but the other money,
the 20, 27, and
I got to pay that back.
Yeah.
So that put y'all in a real bad situation, and you know you probably don't want to hear this, but unless he was beating you or threatening your life, you had a part to play in that.
Yeah.
Because if you was the one to go get that money, then you had a part to play. My suggestion and advice to you would be, one, I think you need to go get personal counseling yourself to find out what it is. Because it's something going on there. I don't even know if your husband, he needed too.
She want to stay with him though. She said she wants to move forward.
She need to go by herself to find out what the heck that is that's allowing her to say, he forced me. Why is your husband forcing you to get money and he blowing it? Why he couldn't go get the money himself?
Everybody needs counseling all around. There needs to be some true conversations had as to, first, was all this money lost in the stock market, put into the stock market, and have, you know, we're going on what the things that you gave us in this question. You know, I'm glad. Well, actually, baby, she did say they signed up for marriage counseling. The session is until next week, and so you need to try to encourage or tell whoever is facilitating your counseling sessions, like, you know, you need to make sure that you are being your true self in this session, as well as him, if possible, because this financial situation right here, like Johnny said, is not the only issue that's going on, or not the only thing that's going on. And so y'all just need to make sure that y'all are as truthful as absolutely possible when y'all sit down and y'all talk to whomever. And hopefully it's somebody that's really good, that's going to really dig to and get to the root of what is really going on in this relationship. Yeah. Yeah. So.
And he being stubborn, that's the root. He being stubborn and he hates to be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, y'all know us. We firmly believe that wrong. if you're both parties, both people in the marriage are saying, okay, hey, I'm willing. I want to move forward. I want my husband. I want my wife. I'm willing to do anything. I'm willing to go through anything. I know change needs to be made. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm willing to be selfless. I'm willing to learn how to put those tools in place. And then, maybe you all can move forward. God bless you, baby. That's what I'm going to say. Because after that 94, I would have been like, and you want me to do what, Johnny? We all right.
Yeah,
we all right.
I'm just concerned about what really concerns me in this question is the force, the being forced. I don't.
Well, again, we don't know what that means.
Then he's stubborn and he don't like to be wrong. I'm not positive what the force means, but yeah. Best wishes to y'all going to this counseling session.
Like I hope it's productive.
Be completely honest.
Yeah.
If he do any bite back or be on the defense or be offended.
Transparent.
And be offended. Then what's probably going to happen?
Then they're going to start going the same circle.
The stubbornness and the hate to be wrong thing is going to come out very well. And if the counselor is doing their job very well, then it's going to show a lot of things that he probably would not agree with, which is going to make him angry and probably defensive. And, I wouldn't be surprised if he quit the counseling for whatever reason. I do think he wanted because he want the marriage because he want to do, but he got a problem somewhere with this money. Unless y'all just got a lot of money somewhere.
Well, you say where it say that he want to do it, or he want.
Well, she said they going to counseling. So.
Oh well, yeah. But she also in the middle of the question say he didn't offer a decent apology. So
well, I mean, he don't want to be wrong.
So there you have it.
There's some issues that got to be worked out.
Right.
But listen, it's some stuff that you need to work out too, sis. Because you. If I make a decision that I see from where I'm at going forward with the family, and my wife sees something different, and she come to me and tell me, "Baby, I don't think this is a good idea," then we have a conversation. Period.
Yeah.
It's just not like, nah, we gonna do it my way. There ain't no other way. I just really want to do it. Da 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 da. And that's not how it was in the beginning, but that's definitely how it is now. Yeah, she my helpmate. So if I make a decision going, if I'm moving too fast, if my vision too big, too far out, and I'm trying to get to the end real quick, she let me know. We can't do that right now. And I'm good. I'll be like, okay. But we wish y'all best wishes on this, man.
And that's it. I'm gonna go down to question number 3 because I want you to answer this one.
You want me to answer?
Yeah. Actually, it's for you. Ta-da-da. Here you go. You ready?
Yeah.
This question is for Johnny. This lady says, I've been separated from my husband for a year. I separated due to infidelity. I have a 2-year-old son with him. We have been discussing working things out, but I really had to work on my emotional state. Anyways, to make a long story short, I recently learned that he has been sleeping with another separated woman, a woman who's also separated from her marriage. I'm tired already. When this says, when I initially confronted him, he denied it. But I was at his house and she left her underwear there. I swear Allison be making these stories up. When I showed them to him, he then told me it was none of my business who he slept with, and I haven't been in the house for a year, and I left an empty bed for this woman to get in. He also said because we were separated, we weren't truly married. My feelings are hurt. I know I need to stay away from him, and there is no option of ever reconciling, and I can't let my son see me be mistreated. Frankly, I am just outdone that he blames me for sleeping around. Your thoughts? Do men really feel this way?
Girl, he manipulating you.
That part, because it ain't do
he
men.
manipulating you.
Lord,
first of all,
no, he feel that way.
First of all, 9.5 times out of 10, he didn't come to you and confess the first infidelity. You caught him probably. So you caught him with that. And instead of him, you wanted to separate. Y'all went in y'all corners doing what y'all, but instead of him focusing on his family and his marriage, he went and slept with somebody else and then blamed you for it.
Yeah, because they were separated.
Yeah.
And she left that empty bed for that woman to come and fill.
Look, my wife go on trips. I be in my bed and my bed be empty and it be empty till she come back.
No, baby, they've been separated for a year. So
it don't matter.
He said she left the bed.
It don't matter.
empty.
For that year, he should have been working on his marriage.
Well, they say that she said that they were in talks. On discussing. They've been discussing working things out. But she had to work on, her emotional state of going through and finding out, or however it was revealed that he was, being unfaithful.
Like I said.
And now to put salt on the wound, you are seeing somebody else, another woman who's separate. That's mess on top of mess on top of mess.
Yeah. And you need to make a decision based on your mental health to make a healthy decision for you to protect your heart, because this dude not doing it.
To protect your heart and your body.
Yeah. So you don't need to make this.
Is he wearing condoms? You got to think about things like that, that can affect not only your mind, but your body as well.
Yeah. And no, your son don't need to see you being mistreated, but that's not the reason why you need to make this decision. You need to make this decision so you can stay healthy in your mind. He takes the marriage for granted. He takes your relationship
as well as her.
Yeah, so because when he got caught on the first one for that year, he should have been focused on trying to getting his relationship back healthy. Mm-hmm. Instead, he cheated again and then blamed you because he said you took time to get yourself together. And this is the thing.
Well, he in a whole relationship, it seems sound like with
this
woman.
This is the thing that
who separated from her husband.
I am a man who stepped out on my wife. And we've shared this in the podcast. And the one thing that I said was I stepped out. I didn't confess. She caught me. But when she caught me, I made it my business to focus on my relationship with my wife well over a year before things started mending back to where we can see clearly. Well over a year. But my focus was on my marriage, on my wife. That's what my focus was on. It was mending, getting my relationship back right with my wife, no matter what. So it wasn't no another woman who can come and say nothing. I wasn't looking for nobody. I wasn't doing none of that. I was focused on my wife. But the healing process for her took time. You can't open a gateway into your personal space, into your home. Let me use this. You can't leave a door open in your house knowing that somebody can possibly come in. And then when they come in, them, they come in and then they shoot up your house and then you surprised? My job is to protect my wife, which means I got to make sure all gateways to everything, all things Deirdra and my family, I'm on guard. They got to stay shut, period. That's just how that goes. But when it happens, your wife was wounded and now you want her to hurry up and get over it? That ain't how that work, bro. That's just not how that work. And if he wanted his marriage, and I'm gonna tell you, I believe, and this is the sad thing about it. He probably wants his marriage and his family, but he know right now that he can manipulate you. So he's doing what he's doing. Ergo, the reason she was in the bed because you wasn't. That's some foolishness.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's some foolishness. If he wants you, he'll come for you. He ain't thinking about nobody but himself. Men yeah, he's being selfish.
Do that.
This is about him. This ain't even about the other girl.
Yeah,
he done been with 2 other girls and you that you know of. That has nothing to do with these other females. That got everything to do with him.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, he don't think much of himself.
Yeah,
he may never admit it. But
and
when
that's
you got
not an
that
excuse.
going on, yeah.
My thoughts is
Focus on you
You got to
and
focus
getting
on you.
yourself together.
You got to focus on you. Let him come back. If he wants to come back, he has to come back and he has to earn everything back. Which means the dating part, the communicate, all that stuff he got to start over. He got to start over. But if he thinks in his mind at any time that he can get you back at any time because he know whatever, yeah. So you got to work on yourself. You got to work on yourself. He's not somebody who is thinking about you. He's thinking about himself. That's all this stuff is selfish. This selfish stuff.
Yep. Everything that Johnny said is you at this point, and I know it was for him, but I'm gonna chime in at this point. Like you gotta think about your mental and your well-being. Like I said, body, mind, soul, spirit, all that. It's hard. It's really hard to. I know you're in a very difficult place because, for one, to find out that there was infidelity going on and then you separate and you trying to get yourself together as well as y'all are in talks to try to see if y'all gonna get back together, and then only for him to do it yet again. I don't know. That may have that I was never put in that situation. So that, who knows? That may have been a deal breaker for me. Just based on the fact that it had already happened and we were on a break, but you give me, that very, very lame excuse that he gave you.
But he lied.
Yeah.
And then old girl probably left her drawers over there on purpose.
She left her drawers over there, bitch?
Drawers. Well, they probably was some thongs, but anyway. She probably left it over there on purpose.
Yeah, you got to weigh the options. Again, of course, this isn't out, according to the Bible, there's been infidelity. Do we believe that anything that God can do, turnarounds and renew and all that good stuff in marriages? Absolutely. Y'all know we believe it. Both parties, again, like I said on the first questions, have to be willing. And he sounds at this point, like he just basically wants you to sign on the dotted line.
I don't think that's entirely true. I do believe
that's hard to come, but that's hard to come back from, baby. For you to say, for us to be separated because of infidelity, and while I'm getting my mental together or getting myself together, because like you said, you can't put a time limit on how long the other person has. I get all that, but then for you to lie about you doing something with somebody else, then for me to find the underwear, for her to find the underwear and then confront him about it, and then he uses that excuse to say that might have been enough for some women to walk away.
Yeah, but you said that he just might want you to sign on the dotted line. I do.
Well, that's part of my sarcasm at the end. But
yeah, I believe. I believe because you said y'all was in talks. I do believe that he wants his marriage. He just takes you for granted. He think he got time. So what he's doing, because he cheated the first time and you caught him and then y'all started talking again. See, some men don't see that as a blessing. Cause I just think you need to go work on yourself.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think you need to go work on yourself. Cause that when that happens, a huge chain is put on you of self-esteem. So what you might have thought you was to your man or to your man, it don't seem like you were that. So it gets you thinking, it gets you in your head. So now you trying to get yourself together emotionally because you go through all the stuff, and like I said, we've talked about this before.
Right.
So you in your head, you thinking that what was real when he was going to the football game? Was he really at a football game? Was he really with this? But then y'all separate, y'all in talks, y'all trying, and then he does it again.
That for me,
lies.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could have come.
He
back
lies, and then when you catch him, when you catch the panties, now he's gonna tell you it's your fault.
Catch the panties. But that's what I'm saying.
He tell you it's your fault.
But so there's no second part to this question where she in no way, gives us a glimpse or a hint that he's repentive. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that I probably would have been like,
that's
you know
tough.
what? Just be a father to your son.
That's tough. And that's what's
just
going
be
to
a
happen.
father to your son. Because that would have to be the Lord's doing.
Little man, he's definitely go. But
baby,
for him to come back, have a relationship with you again, you gotta, it got to be, this whole thing here has to be dismantled, and it has to come back with something new. He got to come back with something new. There's no way.
I feel a little more stronger about this one, y'all. I'm normally saying, yeah, y'all, y'all can go to counseling, y'all can work it out. But again, and whoever who wrote this letter, I really hope you will hear this or you will listen to this. Like, I'm curious to know, like, some more about any other conversations y'all have had since you wrote this question in. Like, has his demeanor changed? Has anything changed to make you think that, because he ain't crazy. For him to say he didn't, it was like y'all wasn't truly married. Y'all ain't signing no divorce papers. So for me, you was just giving a bunch of excuses that were absolutely
irrelevant.
Asinine excuses for me at the end of the day. So I would, I would, want to hear more, to hear like how you're doing and how you're processing all of this, and for you to know that it has absolutely nothing to do with who you are or your worth. It has everything to do with him not, feeling good about himself, or maybe trying to feel too good about himself and be cocky and all this stuff or whatever. But at the end of the day, concentrate on yourself. Get yourself together.
Those are my
so you
thoughts.
can be a good mom to your baby. Does this hurt? But you can get over it. And a part of me is telling me that you might get over it without him, because he doesn't even sound like he is worthy of you. That's just me being honest about how I feel.
And I will actually suggest that you get a consult with Deirdra, that she can really.
What is called?
A consultation.
Consult.
What I say?
Consult.
This what we really doing?
I'm just saying. It made me think of something else. But yeah.
I think Deirdra can really help you in this. My thoughts
email us your information and stuff like that. But
my thoughts in this is
it's time you got to build yourself up, baby.
At this point right now, if is any chance for it to work, it got to be this part of it got to be completely dismantled. So at this point now, you focus on yourself and your son, and the information you need to give him is he need to focus on his son, and then you allow him to do that in how he do it. And if he dropped the ball on that, then that's gonna be on him. But you have to be healthy enough in your mind to be able to move forward in life. You don't deserve this. And to answer your second part to the question, do men really feel like this way? Nah. Real men, once they understand and know the importance and the wealth that they have with having a wife that ride for them and having children that look up to them, and you leading your family and they follow you even when you make the mistakes, that's a gift, man. And every man, it takes them a minute to grab a hold of it. But once real men, in the mix of them trying to find out their identity, once they grab a hold of that, I'm telling you, they shoot off. They go in the success way. So, and I can name a dozen of men that I know who didn't have it right, including myself in the beginning. And then once we grabbed a hold of that, we shot off. He doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know what his worth is. So he has to have these women to help him feel worth. That's what it is. All men don't feel like this. This is a man who's manipulating you, and he know that he taking you for granted. He know he can get you back. So at this point right now, you probably never thought about having a life without him, but sweetie, you need to move forward in that. This need to be severed. Cut it off. Focus on you. And if is any way of it happening, if y'all getting back together, he got to start from scratch. Period. He got to bring something. He got to bring something brand new, totally different. He can't be the same dude. But you got to work on yourself, because if you don't work on yourself, he will come back and feed you them same lines, and you go fall for it. Okay, I'm done. We gonna do another question.
We got one more. Well, we got two more, but we gonna end with this last one. And so I want to do number 2. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So it says, how would you feel if every weekend your spouse goes out? Every weekend your spouse goes out, stays out between and comes home between 2 and 6 in the morning after leaving home at around 8 that evening. So going out every weekend, I'm assuming a Friday or a Saturday night.
At
8 that
p.m.
evening, 8 p.m., and then coming home any range between 2 and 6 a.m. the next morning. He continues to do it even after they've had multiple conversations, I'm assuming, about him not doing it. Okay? She's over it. She's ready to throw in the towel. Side note. They never go on any dates or spend any real time together because every weekend they choose to hang with the boys, the friends. All righty. So what's your take on that, Bob? You don't want to be married, sir. No, let me share something and then I'll let you piggyback on it. When we were first married, Johnny, it was maybe a couple years into our marriage. I wouldn't say that he went out every weekend, but when Johnny would go out, this happened maybe a couple of times, so it wasn't like it was every weekend. But I always bother him about it when I say it. But Johnny would go out and say that he was going out to check out the club for us. This is a new club for us because he used to like to dance. So he's going to check the club out. He would leave home probably around 8 o'clock. Sounds good. 8. Why are you looking at me with the side eye? He would leave home about 8, that time or whatever. Johnny would go out, y'all, and he would say he was coming back. I'm saying, okay, be safe. I think I was just dumb at this point because, okay, go ahead. He going out. He work hard. Need some. He want to go out. That's cool, y'all. First of all, I ain't been to not one near them clubs yet. Second of all, Johnny would come home not 2 or 6, between 2 and 6 a.m. Johnny would come home the next day, the next afternoon. One time in specific, he came home with a whole new tattoo. So,
not my proudest moments. They're not my proudest moments.
I don't know why. But y'all got to know I have got to have loved this man here because I think about some of the times where I should have been like, man, just go ahead where you going at, because obviously you don't want this marriage. And I know it wasn't that. It
was a mix of so many things. But the dancing part, I used to love to dance. So back in the day, I don't know what y'all do at the clubs now, but back in the day, you always went to the club, and I'm not the dude to go to the club and just stand on the wall. I'm not paying $15, $20, $25 to get in a club and then stand on the wall. I could do that outside the club for free. Mm-hmm. So my mind always thought like that, but I like to dance. And I was the cat in the club. Y'all probably seen that dance by himself with people, whatever the case is, in front of the speaker, until I sweat a shirt out, and then I put another shirt on and then do the same thing. That's how much I used to love to dance. So,
but you was at the club all night, Johnny?
Until it closed.
But okay, but you ain't that one day when you came home with the tattoo, you ain't came home to it was afternoon.
Yeah, I had went to my mama's house and I didn't go in because I was drunk. So I just sat outside. And then I had to leave because, Jay get up real early. So I had to leave by 4, 5 o'clock. And then I would have got me a little breakfast, and then I sat in there and went back to sleep. Then
You ain't been to no honey
I
house?
went to the club. No,
You
not
ain't been
that
to no
time.
honey house?
No.
You said not that time?
No.
This has been Moments with the Mobleys.
First of all, we need to talk about this question.
We gonna talk to y'all later.
We need to talk about this question.
So I say that to say, honey.
And then my boy stayed right around the corner. So half of the time, me and him was together anyway.
I say that to say, I'm curious to know, like how old or how young the marriage is. You know, like how old you all are, how long y'all been together. But I mean, because there's an issue if he going out every weekend with his homeboys. Period. That's the issue, especially if both of y'all working, and then you said y'all never go on any dates or spend any real time together because every weekend, he's choosing to hang out with the friends. Like when
ain't that much friends,
right in the world?
Let me tell you something.
At all.
Back in the day, I would say I was using my friends to go maybe hang with a girl. That's what this situation is. That's not what I did. Calm down. Calm down. That's not what I did. But that's what I would say. Back in the day, if this situation was me, I would be doing that. In 2022, he could be doing that, or he can be doing his boys. It done changed a whole lot.
What in the world?
It done changed a whole lot.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
What?
In 2022, a lot of stuff done changed. So it can literally be, and it's cats that do this, they friends, and they don't see themselves as, they used to call it downloading it. They don't see themselves as gay.
Well, you done took this out to a whole nother.
Place. This ain't sis. This not go work. If every weekend y'all ain't dating, y'all ain't doing nothing, y'all just paying bills.
Yeah,
y'all roommates.
So he's saying that to say something else is going on.
Yeah,
sis.
it ain't. This is
what's really going on because you ain't going out with, like Johnny said, either something going on with them or something going on with somebody. You using them as a cover. Now I do know that still goes on. Because we not in that whole scene and all that stuff. As far as like guys using their homeboys as a cover for them to see a woman or go cheat or just whatever. Granted, they could be going to the club, to the strip club or wherever. You coming home between 2 and 6 a.m. in the morning. At any rate, there needs to be a conversation had because if you're allowing this to happen every weekend, then he's gonna keep doing it.
Baby, and this I got the stuff you said about your husband, but I'm finna flip it on you. You in a marriage that the man basically physically and everything that he does say he don't want to be with you.
Right.
Why are you there? Why are you there? If he doing this, if he work and then he go out on the weekend, every weekend, all weekend, why are you there? You got married because your spouse wants you. Y'all want each other. Y'all building something, y'all working on a relationship, y'all making a relationship. That's what you do. He ain't there. So we can talk about what he doing and guess what he's doing, but at the end of the day, sis, this is about you. Why you there?
Well, again, you don't know what's going on. So it all goes back to having the conversation. What are you doing? Your actions are saying that you don't want to be married. We ain't spending no time together. We ain't going out on no dates. So again, let's be clear about what's going on.
Every weekend,
do you or don't you want to be in this marriage?
You ain't whining. You ain't whining and dining me. You ain't, laying me out, breaking my back, busting my back, whatever. You ain't doing none of that. You just going every weekend.
Yeah.
And leave me home by myself. Yeah, dog.
And I would feel some type of way, baby, because you don't have it doesn't say anything as far as if y'all have any children or anything like that. So I would feel some type of way if I'm left home every weekend. Like at some point you've got to say, okay, so this is not what we're going to keep doing or we're not going to have a relationship. Period.
No, we this is not what we gonna keep doing because we ain't got no relationship.
Well, yeah.
So this ain't what I got married to do. So if you don't know what to do, if you scared or whatever, Joker, let's talk. Let's go to counseling and do whatever. But what you ain't finna do is go out every weekend. That is not what's finna happen. That's just not gonna happen. So that's my
Next
take
time
on
he
that.
come home, you just be or even this before he leaves to go out. Honey, come here. Let's sit down and have a conversation because I may not be here when you get back.
I wouldn't even say that. I'll just give him a nice strong hug. All right, you take care. And then when you come back, Joker, deuces.
Listen,
That's how. Look, that's the shock factor. Ain't nobody finna have no talk to tell you, Joker, this is what you doing. You know you got to spend. You know you got a wife.
Yeah,
You ain't crazy. You know you got a wife, and you gon' yeah. You take care now. You going out again this weekend? What you say? How you fix that is you just say, hey, babe, I wouldn't mind going to the Palm Beach this weekend. You want to ride? And if he pick his boys over you,
go ride to Palm Beach.
go ride somewhere.
Go
Ride somewhere. But
the tit for tat ain't gonna do it. You just need to find out
he
what's
ain't
going
taking
on.
you out
What
of
we
doing
doing?
nothing. Yeah.
What we doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's it?
That's what we gonna do tonight. That's gonna be it. These have been real. The first one was just really, really intense because y'all gotta, in each one of the scenarios, you gotta deal with the situation at hand and have some honest and upfront conversations, or you gonna keep living be in the same rotation of being unhappy, being in marriages where you are not, I don't see how this one here, but that first one, that, low key wanting to even sleep in the same bed with him or just whatever, because it's just so much that has going on, as well as the one who, you were separated and all that stuff or whatever. And then he yet again now has a whole relationship with a woman who herself is separated. So it's just a lot of toxicity? Yeah, going on. Oh, that was hard for me, y'all. Toxicity. Going on. And the longer you allow it, and I'm talking about the person who is writing the letters, asking us these questions, the longer you allow it, the longer that it's going to go on. And the longer you're going to be in the same spot going, well, how is this happening to me? Why is this happening? What's going on? Okay, so you have to now get to a place to where you have to put a boundary up. Okay, so this is a conversation that we need to have. Now, the one I told you about where he cheated and then he cheated, I don't even know if we got any more conversations. I wish you the best. Go take care of yourself, because I'm going to take care of me. However, I believe that any, from our situation, that, both of us were willing. Of course, I was still willing to stay, even after what happened. He was willing to be there and to go through whatever for us to get better and be better and stay better. Both parties got to be willing. And if that other party is not willing, I have come to learn in my 49, about to be 50 years of living, Lord willing, that if somebody don't want to be there, you can't make them want to be there. You can't force nobody to do or be in a relationship that they don't want to be in. Because then it's going to continue to be one-sided. You're going to continue to be expecting something of that person that they've already shown you they don't have to give you. And you're going to keep getting let down. So how long it lasts is how long you allow it to last. If you prolong it, after hearing our responses to these questions, and you decide that I'm just going to wait and see what happens, prolong the conversations that absolutely need to be had, then that's how long it's going to last. However long you sit there and allow it to last. That's it.
Okay, well,
You all right?
I just read one of the questions we're not gonna talk about yet.
Yeah.
That I really, but we'll answer that another time because
Yeah.
I got a lot to say on it. But
I know you would.
yeah, I do. So most of these men, they probably want their marriage. They just making bad decisions, and
I don't know.
they take their wives for granted. And the reason why they take their wives for granted because y'all, you can't sit, just like Deirdra said, you can't sit there and take it. If he need it be cut loose, and then when he get himself together, he try to come back, then whatever the case is, but that's according to where you at. Can I talk?
Yes, sir.
And it's not you.
You're right. It's not me, but they ask for the opinions, and I'm giving them my opinion. Granted,
Okay.
that's your opinion, but in the same
I'm
instance,
coming from a man's
right.
But
right.
most men who go through the whole thing of getting married and then they still trying to live a single life while they married, it's a lot of things that
You're
could be.
absolutely right.
But the one thing that I can tell you as a woman, you need to make a decision to keep yourself, your mental healthy. Because if you don't, what happens is your self-esteem will get shot. And you will spend your whole time worrying and trying to make him happy, and then he give you all these demands and all this. The one question with the lady who said is the husband cheated twice, he's selfish. He might want his marriage, but he's selfish, and he need to be cut loose. And if he want it back, like I said, he can come try back, but you got to focus on yourself. And it can't not be for your son. It got to be for you.
Yep.
Because if you do it for your son, then you're not going to work on yourself. So you need to do it for you. And your son don't need to see you being treated like that. You're right. You're right. So
we wish you all the best. We really do. We may insert some things that be like, y'all be like, well, it's not that we're making fun of it. I know it's for me, but it's like y'all got to take responsibility for your lives and know that that your life matters. Because while whether it's infidelity or the husband going out not coming home till those hours in the morning, you got to think about, and that's why I say a conversation is necessary. You got to think about, okay, like what are you doing out there that could be putting me at risk? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, what doors are you opening up that could be allowed to come back into the home and hurt us, me, our children, whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these cats that's out there, why? My whole thing is why. I mean, as a woman, for my wife, when I'm working, when I'm doing whatever I'm doing, and I'm out there grinding, when I have time, the first thing I want to do is come home and spend time with my wife. So why aren't these men coming home? And I'm not saying that. That's a question for the wives to ask. Why your man or your husband not coming home? And that's not a question to say you're not doing something right. That's a question
to ask them.
Why is your husband not coming home? If you got a husband and it's a relationship and you got kids, where you at? Just where you at? You work Monday through Friday, I work Monday through Friday. We missing each other, missing hit, and then the weekend we off and you gone? That's a problem. That's a problem. Every now and then, not a problem. Every weekend, a problem. Every other weekend, a problem. Joker, once every 2 months, 3 months, if that. I don't go nowhere without my wife. I just don't. She my best friend. When I ride, she ride.
You did go to Atlanta that one time without me.
That's to go see the girls. I had some time off. I went to see the girl. Why? You trying to tussle?
You left me.
Are you trying to tussle?
You left me.
I told you to take off.
I had a function. I had to make. Remember, had to make treats, desserts for that girl.
Yeah.
Oh, it's well. Okay. This has been Moments with that dang Mr. Mobley by himself.
Anyway,
Moments with the Mobley, as he said earlier in the episode.
Anyway,
we about to go.
If anybody, any of the listeners that send us in the questions that listen to this and hear our responses to it, if you want to talk more, www.momentswiththemobleys.com.
Connect with us.
Yeah, just connect with us or send us an email at momentswiththemobleys@gmail.com. And we'll gladly talk some more. Send your information and we'll talk more.
There's a consultation button on the website that you can make that appointment with us. And we just want y'all to be healthy. Whether it's, well, of course, separately, but you come together and for y'all to be all right, if that's what's the outcome of it is going to be.
Yeah.
But you gotta take care of yourself. The ladies, I'm just saying that from a woman to other women, you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah,
that's it.
Men, if you don't know how to, if you're not clear, if you don't know how to do this, man,
leave them alone until you figure it out or get help.
That's not my answer. I wasn't gonna say that.
Oh, sorry. What you was gonna say, baby?
Men, if you not clear about what your role is in a marriage. Once you get married, you don't automatically know how to do everything. So reach out. If you have options, reach out, get help from men. And,
That's what she was going to tell me.
Yeah. This joker trying to finish my sentence.
I'm sorry.
Usually you be on point. You was way off course, Dan.
I was off course, baby. Yeah. But how do you feel about that? Just really, really quick. Like, like the one that's going out and the one that cheated and then, now has this relationship with a woman who is separated from her husband as well. Like, do you agree that at that point, if you don't know what it takes and you really, you know what I'm saying? And you're not ready to try to at least not be right, because ain't none of us perfect. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to be perfect, but if you're not at least committed to trying to mend the marriage,
would you say after the cheat?
Right. Like all that is going on, right? Yeah. And you are at that point are not ready to commit to that woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like sleeping or seeing other women. Like, you yourself be man enough to just leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with her. But are there any men out there that will be enough man to say, baby, I can't lie, I do love you, but it's some things that I got to work on for myself that obviously I haven't been. And so, because here I am, I've cheated on you. While we were apart, I did it again and lied about it. Finally, confessed when you showed me the panties. And then the excuse that I give you is, well, you left your house and left your bed and this other woman came and got into it. So pretty much what it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that there are still men out there that have wronged and will say, you know what? I'm myself, I'm going to leave you alone so I can get myself together. And if you're there, after I've, allowed to go through counseling or just whatever, then if you want me because I'm going to come back, or if you want me if I come back, or just whatever, then but I want to get myself together, and I know that if I stay with you, I'ma hurt you, cause I got it going on that I ain't faced and wasn't trying to face, and apparently I'm still not trying to face it.
Well, first of all, if a man is willing to say all that stuff, then he's willing to change.
Yeah.
But no, to answer your question, no, ain't no man finna do that.
I was just asking.
Ain't no man finna do that.
Just asking. Well, you actually did that when you told me that. I just got to go and take care of some stuff, and I'm coming back, but because you're gonna be my wife. Well, we weren't married yet, but
okay.
Yeah, you told me I'm gonna come back, because you gonna
And
be
I
my
did.
wife, and you did.
But we was not married. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I don't think it's no men because
It was common law.
I do believe that when men get married, they are serious about the marriage. And then
You think so?
I do.
All of them?
I don't see why would a man marry a woman if he don't want her?
To satisfy her, just because they felt like it was something to do, so they could have tail in the bed every night.
First of all, if I'm marrying you just to satisfy you, then
it happens.
But this is the thing: if I'm marrying you to satisfy you,
It happens. So,
but most of the time that comes with expectations that are not communicated. So if I marry you to satisfy you,
right.
I'm thinking you gonna be the woman you need to be to me, the wife you need to be to me, but you ain't ready. So then, I step out and do whatever.
But what if you marry me?
And then I use that.
You marry me because I want to get married, but you ain't ready to get married, but you doing it for me though.
No, I tell you I ain't ready.
Well, there's some that don't, and they just do it.
Because they probably don't want to lose the woman.
Could be, but I'm saying it happens.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it happened because they probably don't want to lose the woman. But that don't mean they mature enough to have her be a
Absolutely,
husband.
And that's what I'm saying. Absolutely.
So if women, if y'all out there doing that, don't do that. don't get a man. Don't do that.
Don't do that, y'all. We about to go because this could be all night.
If he ain't ready, if he don't ask you and get on that knee and say, "Baby, I can't see my life without," don't be like, "Well, I'm gonna get married by this," and then you get it, and then now you mad with what you got. Don't do that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it happens. Again, we about to go, y'all.
But to answer your question, there ain't no man. He ain't finna get married, and be like, "Hey, yeah, so you caught me cheating, so yeah, I'm just, I ain't ready. I ain't ready to be married, and I just want to be gone." Ain't no man gonna do that.
I would venture to say that it has been.
That has been what? That he'll say that?
Mm-hmm. Baby, I wasn't ready. I'm sorry. I was not ready. And I just got to go get myself together. Johnny, we've heard stranger stories. We have. We really have. We have heard.
I need you to go read my book.
I've read your book, sir. I help you finish. I help you write your book.
When a man get married, he expecting to be successful in it. He's not expecting to fail in it.
That's all well and good, but there are some.
Okay,
but you just said it.
You
just said it that there are some that may be married that are immature.
Yeah,
and don't understand that whole concept of what marriage is.
I did not say they were saying, "Well, I need to lead a marriage because I ain't ready."
Oh well, I bet you that's happened before.
Okay, all right. Well, we gonna get off here now because this conversation me and her having now.
Right.
Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been Moments with the Mobleys. I am your man, Johnny Mobley Jr. You need to be quicker.
Our website is Moments with the Mobleys. www.momentswiththemobleys.com for a consult if you like one, y'all. We just passionate about helping marriages. That's all. I gotta start a little tussle on here because he's gonna love me. So I just gotta start a little tussle to so we can make up. I love you.
This has been Moments with the Mobleys. I am your man, Johnny Mobley Jr. once again.
I said I love you.
I love you too, Deirdra.
It's nasty acting. Nasty. And I'm his wife, Deirdra Mobley.
And we something like an ordinary couple.
With extraordinary purpose.
Peace out, y'all.
Night, night.